"Mom, I can't give it back. I can't give this back, Mom." When my son said those words, something inside my chest dropped like a stone sinking underwater. For 30 years, I worked 2 jobs, cleaning houses in the morning, packing shelves at a grocery store in the evenings. My husband drove trucks almost his entire life. We skipped vacations, ate simple meals, and put away every spare dollar, not for us, but because we wanted our son to have the opportunities we never did. On the day our savings plan finally matured, the bank teller smiled warmly and said, "Ma'am, you should be proud. Saving consistently for 30 years isn't something many people can do." I almost cried right then. That evening, we invited our son and his wife over for dinner. I cooked his favorite roast chicken and mashed potatoes, the smell filling the small kitchen with warmth and memories. After the meal, I placed the envelope on the table. "This is for your future," I said softly. My son opened it, looked inside, but his expression didn't change. No surprise, no gratitude, just emptiness. And then he said it. "Mom, I can't give it back." I blinked. "Give it back? You haven't even taken it yet." He avoided my eyes. "I already used it." My breath caught. He hadn't even touched the envelope. His wife sipped her wine and shrugged. "Money's meant to move forward, right? Eventually, everything you have ends up with your kids anyway." Her words weren't sharp, but they cut deeper than anything I had heard in years. I looked at my son. He couldn't meet my gaze. But the part that shattered me the most was this. I had no idea what he meant by "I already used it." That truth, the real truth, would shake our family in ways I wasn't prepared for. The truth behind his words. The morning after that dinner, the house felt unbearably quiet. My husband went to the garage to work on his old Chevy, but I could tell he was avoiding thinking too much. Around noon, there was a knock on the door. When I opened it, my son stood there, alone, pale, and tired. "Mom, can we talk?" I let him in, sat him down at the kitchen table, but he didn't touch the coffee I poured. After a long silence, he whispered, "Mom, I'm drowning." I froze. He continued, voice shaking. "I'm in debt. Not small debt, serious debt. I didn't know how to tell you or Dad because I didn't want to disappoint you." My heart twisted. He went on. "My job cut hours. Bills piled up. I used credit cards to survive, then used more cards to pay off other cards. Before I realized what happened, I was buried." He rubbed his face with trembling hands. "When you gave me that envelope, I panicked. I felt guilty. I felt ashamed. And I used the money to pay off part of what I owned." My chest tightened. "And your wife?" I asked quietly. He flinched. "She doesn't know the full story." I told her it was a temporary setback. I didn't want her to think she married a failure. His voice cracked in a way I had never heard before. But before I could speak, the front door creaked. My husband stood there, grease-stained hand still holding a wrench. He had heard everything. A father's resolve. My husband sat across from our son, the wrench still in his hand, as if he had forgotten to put it down. For a while, he said nothing, just looked. Finally, in a low but steady voice, he spoke. "Son, listen to me." My son kept his eyes on the table. "You're not weak for struggling. You're weak for hiding." My son's shoulders shook. My husband continued, "Every man falls, some harder than others. What matters is whether you stand up, and whether you ask for help before it's too late." He placed the wrench on the table gently, as if setting down something fragile. "You should have told us." My son wiped his eyes, failing to hide the tears. "I know, Dad. I didn't want to be a burden." My husband leaned forward. "You're never a burden. You're our son." I felt tears blur my vision. But then my husband said something that chilled the room. "What about your wife? Does she know any of this?" My son froze. That silence told us everything, and it was only a matter of time before the truth involving her came crashing down. His wife's secret. 3 days later, she came to our house alone. Her eyes were swollen, her hands clenched tightly. "Mr. and Mrs. Carter, I need to confess something." We invited her inside. The moment she sat down, she broke into tears. "The debt, half of it is mine." My son had no idea. She sobbed. "I tried to be the perfect wife. I didn't want him to know I'd made mistakes, so I hid things. Bills, late notices. I thought I could fix it before he found out." She cried harder. "When you gave us that money, I panicked. I felt like I didn't deserve it, and instead of saying thank you, I said something awful." My heart ached. She whispered, "I love your son. I want to fix this. I want us to be a real family, but I don't know if we can." My husband stepped forward. "Are you willing to tell him the truth?" She nodded, tears streaming. My husband took a deep breath. "Then you have a chance." And with that, we called our son. The conversation that followed would change everything. What truly matters. My son arrived, breathless, confused by the urgent call. When he saw his wife's tear-stained face, he froze. She took a trembling breath. I wasn't honest with you. She confessed everything. The debt, the mistakes, the fear. My son didn't yell. He didn't storm out. He simply sat next to her, took her shaking hand, and whispered, "We fix it together." My husband and I stood back, watching two broken young people choose to rebuild instead of run. Finally, my husband said, "Listen, money comes and goes. Family doesn't. Don't lose each other over something numbers can solve." My son looked at us, eyes red, voice thick. "Mom, Dad, I swear we'll pay it back. It might take time, but we'll make this right." I walked toward him, placing my hand over his. "It's not the money we care about. It's you two, choosing to stand up again." In that moment, our small living room felt warmer than it had in years. 30 years of savings were gone, but what they brought back was worth far more. My family, together, honest, healing. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It's a great help.